those of you who are interested in immigrating to Canada, there are many different ways or programs under which you can immigrate to Canada. If you want more information, you can look at my previous videos. I have shared what are some of the different programs and routes through which you can immigrate to Canada. In today's program, I will be sharing express entry system results. So express entry is another way in which you can immigrate to Canada. There are four different programs under the express entry. You watch my previous video, you'll be seeing, what are those four different programs. But in this particular video, I'll be talking about the results for Canadian Experience Class as well as PNP, which is the Provincial Nominee Program. So on September 14th, Immigration Canada shared the results of Express Entry number 204, which is for the Canadian Experience Class. There were 2,000 applications were sent for invitation, and the cutoff for this was the CRS score of 462. Again, if you don't know how to calculate your CRS score, I have created another video. You can search under my channel. And if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe to my channel so that you can see all my videos in one place, as most of the videos that I make are interlinked to each other. So look for my video on how to calculate CRS score. So in the Canadian Express class, the cutoff was 462 points, and this is out of 1,200 points. Now let's look at how many were the total applicants for this particular class. That's not here. But again, another important thing to know when you're applying for your express entry is that if there's a tiebreaker, means if more than one candidate have the same scores, then the tiebreak rule is based on the time your application was received. So if your application was received after this time here, then you will not qualify even if you had the lowest score of 462. So it's very important that you should submit your express entry profile or apply for it as soon as possible. Don't wait for too long, because then it does not work in your favor. Okay, now let's look at the provincial nominee program. As I said, there are different programs, so IRCC makes different draws for them, and there are different scores as well. So for the Express Provincial Nominee Program, this draw number 205 was done on September 15th, and this was for, as I mentioned, Provincial Nominee Program. Total invitations that were sent for this program were 521, and the cutoff for this was 732. Now, the important thing is the cutoff for provincial nominee program is higher than what it was for Canadian Express entry. So 732 versus 462. Both points are from 1200. So this is also from 1200. So it's interesting why provincial nominee program cutoff list is higher. If you want to know, again, as I mentioned, if you look at my previous video, you will know how the CRS score is calculated, and when you are in provincial nominee program, why you get extra points compared to when you are in a Canadian Express class. So do watch those videos. If you have any questions, put them in the comments and I will let you know. So for this round, there were 179,055 candidates, which is higher than the previous round. In previous round, there were 172,000 some candidates. I don't remember the exact number, but seems like this time it's 6 to 7,000 more applicants were received, applications were received in this. But I do have a previous video on draw number 203 for the provincial nominee program. You can also look at it. In that one, the score was higher. This time the score is 732. In that, the cutoff was 764. So more applications, but in this draw, more applications were received, but the ranking or the cutoff was less, 732. So let's look at, these are all the score ranges. So that's what I'm saying, if you don't know what your score is, look at my video, calculate your CR scores, and then you will know where you are and which program you should apply for. There are 4 different programs. So these are the 2 Canadian Experience Class, Provincial Nominee Program, Federal Skilled Worker, and Federal Skilled Trade Workers Program. So those are the 4 programs under the Express Entry. The biggest, oh, wow, it's interesting. In the previous video also, the maximum range or the maximum candidates were in the range of 351 to 400. So even this time, there are 56,000 candidates who are within the range of 351 to 400. Important thing is, a lot of the time you'll see videos or consultant or people saying, oh, if you have 300 points, you qualify for express entry. Yes, you do qualify, because if you see here, there are almost 5,700 in candidates which are below 300. But look at this one. So for them, I don't think they should there's any value in applying. Again, even if you have more than 300, the chances of you getting an invitation are nowhere. So, before I said, in my previous video, I said, before you start giving money to any consultant or anybody who says they will be able to help you to migrate or get a job in Canada, do your homework first. For immigration purposes, look at what your CRS score is. It will show, where you are. If you are nowhere the range of 732 for a PNP program, or 462 for Canadian Experience Class, then there is no point. It's better to wait, gain some points. How can you gain the points? Again, I'm saying again and again, I'm repeating myself again and again. Look at my video on how to calculate CRS points. So friends, I hope that the information in this video is useful for you guys. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'll keep posting these kind of videos and videos related to immigration and life in Canada, finding jobs in Canada. So do subscribe to my video, my channel, so you will continue to see my videos. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.